This is Group F, and this is our Tesla case study presentation. My team members are Tessa, Sylvia, and this is James speaking. And to kick it off, Tessa will talk about the market structure of Tesla.
So, in the market structure of Tesla, Tesla falls under an oligopoly market. This is because there's limited competition in the market and a small number of auto manufacturers. Each competitor has a very large impact on the market, and the barriers into the market are extremely high, and it's difficult for a new entry to come in. Furthermore, there are no perfect substitutes for this product. A good example of this is that Chrysler was the last entry in 1925. Slide.
The factors impacting this industry is competitive rivalry. Competitive rivalry reviews the number of competitors in the industry and their strength. But even though Tesla has developed a product in the niche market, Tesla must still compete with major name brand car companies that develop hybrid vehicles and has been on the market longer. Threat of substitute. The threat of Tesla cars to be substituted by consumers is extremely high. This is because they can be substituted with hybrid plug-ins, and eco-friendly cars. The buyer bargaining power. This is one of the forces that shape the competitive structure of this industry. A strong buyer can make an industry more competitive and decrease profit potential for the seller. If substitute products are available on the market, in Tesla's case, buyer power is very high. James will take over from here.
All right, so talk about abilities to sustain. I think in the short run, based on the case study, Tesla has a good potential to capture a large part of the market. However, I think long run sustainability is questionable because Tesla, not being a manufacturing an auto manufacturer, will potentially have to compete aggressively with large manufacturing companies like GM and Jaguar and Porsche and things and brands that are established within the market. So I think short term they definitely have the capability to capture a lot of market share and also be profitable. But once those other companies, those other automakers who are actually in the market already, um, step into the EV space, I think it'll be very difficult for Tesla to maintain their market share and actually maintain their sustainability over time. Because like I said, they're not a auto manufacturing company; they're a technology company, and they'll potentially have to compete with well established automakers. Okay, so what does Tesla have to do, to kind of set themselves apart going forward when they do reach that stage? I think competitive rivalry, one of the forces that will actually help them to remain profitable. So, like I mentioned, the technology aspect of it. Yes, they're a technology company. They have the right tools, the right people, the right minds, the right patents actually to actually grow the overall business. So I think they have that going for them as well. And then aggressive marketing. So currently Tesla doesn't really market their products a whole lot. They didn't really have to. So I think going forward, as other brands, that are heavy into marketing, like Jaguar or Toyota or Cadillac, once they launch their EV vehicles and they become very marketing heavy, I think that's something that Tesla may want to step into to try to see how they can expand the awareness of the brand going forward. And lastly, talking about leveraging their strategic partnership. So the case study mentioned working with Toyota and Daimler to acquire part of the Tesla business. I think in doing that going forward, and even partnering with more automakers, will actually help Tesla expand their manufacturing capacity to be able to actually put out vehicles much faster than they currently are. And that will kind of set them apart, technology wise and manufacturing wise, to kind of have the rest of the automakers play catch up to them. And lastly, supplier power. So currently, Tesla has plans to build one of the largest battery factories in the world, actually, and they rely heavily on some of their suppliers for raw materials to actually get those over to the factory to develop the batteries for their vehicles. I think this is one of the major strengths that Tesla currently has. If they're able to kind of grow this and expand and expand in other areas in other parts of the world with this factory, it'll kind of help them establish, actually grow their manufacturing, like I said, their manufacturing capacity, and put out more efficient and cost sensitive vehicles that maybe other automakers won't be able to do that because they don't have the in-house ability and the supplier network to help them develop such powerful electronic vehicles. So overall, I think Tesla is in a great position. There are, like my colleague said, there aren't many competitors in the market. They have a lot of market share, but going forward, they will need to pay attention to these key two forces right now that may help them actually remain competitive and sustain profits over time. Thank you all very much.